Everyone, we have exciting news. As you know, here comes Matt Meyer. This campaign was hard fought. It was because of all of you. I've had the opportunity to know Matt for the last 12 years. He is our guy. He is our next governor. Let's hear it for Matt Meyer!
Get up there, Lauren. Get up there.
Sorry to keep you up past Levi's bedtime. Good evening, Delaware. Good evening, Delaware. Wow. This better be a good job. The application process is ridiculous. Wow. Thank you, everybody. Let me introduce to you a few people here on stage. My beautiful wife, Dr. Lauren Meyer. First lady. She's been the first lady in the house for a long, long time. Wyatt Noen. And don't cheer too loud. I don't want to hurt his ears. Little Levi. So thank you, everybody. What an incredible night to be here. What an incredible night to move Delaware forward, and what an incredible night to be a Delawarean. 10 years ago, just about 10 blocks east of here, on the other side of the Brandywine, I was a 6th and 7th grade math teacher. Prestige in the house! After a year as a diplomat in Iraq, after starting 2 small businesses, I was back home in Wilmington, and I was in my classroom, practicing my passion. But the more I taught, the more I believed there was a system of leadership that was failing us. I wanted to do more. So I decided to run for county executive, to lead our state's largest local government. When I started, I thought I had a good shot at winning. Running against a 3-term incumbent, it was time for change. A lot of people I talked to said they knew it was time for change. But I quickly learned that there was an entrenched system. There was an insider group that would go to extreme lengths, would call me names, and spread rumors to keep me from office. Integrity didn't matter. Ideas didn't matter. Money mattered. It was self-service, not public service. I started to realize during that campaign, I may not win as county executive. And I decided then, even if I did not, I thought it was worth it to step up, to put new ideas on the table, and demand better and more for everyone in our county. We worked so hard, many of you in this room, where are you? Back in 2016, with the belief that Delawareans deserve better. It was more of a political battle that I or my family ever asked for. To every insider's surprise, back in 2016, we won. Anyone here remember that election? Yeah. So I woke up the next morning 8 years ago, and I said, wow, we won. I am never, ever doing that again. To be honest, fighting a big machine was a lot more than I asked for. But then I was sworn in and we got to work for the people of the county. Spending the last 8 years working for Delawareans, leading our state's largest local government, has honestly been one of the great honors of my life. Something as I move forward, I will always cherish, that the people of this county gave me the trust to run the largest local government in this state. There's so many people here that have been part of that incredible journey, creating the largest emergency housing facility in the history of the state of Delaware. Creating 1,000 kids coding, enable low-income kids to get high-income skills. This night doesn't just belong to me, it belongs to Vanessa, Andrea, Kenny, the over 2,500 employees in county government. I'm the first county executive who will serve as governor of this state. It's because we don't make promises, we make plans, and we turn those plans into progress. And that's what we're going to do going forward. As much as anything else, today, Delaware Democrats spoke clearly. Your work matters.
That's right.
Our progress matters.
That's right.
In towns and cities across our state, in 3 county governments, public servants will wake up tomorrow to police our neighborhoods, answer our 911 calls, staff our libraries, maintain our parks, and yes, my political people told me not to say this, but make sure our toilets flush.
That's right.
Right? So let's take a minute and honor them the way the voters did today. So a few years ago, after getting reelected as county executive, the first to get reelected since a man named Chris Coons, who's somewhere in the room. Thank you, Senator Coons. Shortly after that election, those same insider interests made clear to me that I was not one of them. A small group had chosen their next governor. It wasn't me. And that's how elections go in Delaware.
Not anymore!
Yeah. Here's the problem. They were looking out for them. They were not looking out for you,
That's right.
for Delaware, and for Delawareans. They knew that a night like tonight was not possible. Were they wrong? They were wrong. At the time, I thought, even if they're right, we could not sit by and let an election for governor go without demanding better for everyone. Students in our schools deserve better. This is his election, too. They're working families looking for an affordable place to live. They deserve better. Seniors are waiting for months across this state, but especially down in Sussex and Kent County for basic health care. They deserve better. Communities are threatened by uncontrolled growth and by sea level rise. They deserve better. Families desperate for affordable, quality child care. They deserve better. And Delawareans who want a government that is truly working in their interest with accountability, we all deserve better. As you've seen these last few days, standing up to insider interests means they come after you hard.
Yes, nasty.
Where are Mom and Dad? Mom and Dad are here. Give Mom and Dad a round of applause. We love you, Mom. We love you, Dad. I could not convince either my mom or dad to send all those robotexts to spam. I couldn't convince them to take that mail to the recycling bin without reading it. But thanks for being here, and thanks for sticking with me, and thank you all for sticking with me through these hard days. Thank you for never losing faith, never losing hope, taking time to research facts, and never stopping in your work to turn the tide in favor of special interests. We're out here for public interest, and I appreciate that. We beat a system today. And we did so with one of the best campaign teams this state has ever seen. I'm hesitant to name names. I'm going to forget someone. Nick, Skinny Matt, Matt Rosen, Atkins, Jasmine, Stacy, Sade, Downstate, Ed, Jonah, Andrew, Marabella, Tamara, Misty, So many people I know I forgot, but thank you, every single one of you, for your hard work today and every day for us to get to this point. We had incredible, I think the best finance video mail teams this state maybe has ever seen. You truly, together, we truly, together, have changed the course of Delaware history.
Yes.
You ready? Switch. 1, 2, 3. He's getting heavy, too. Look, it's amazing what happens when we all believe in something in the common good. Delaware's small enough so we can get together, we can talk to each other, and make a dramatic difference for this state. We can stand up and take action. From Clayton to Milford to Dover to Wilmington, Fenwick Island, Greenville, Newcastle, Newark, so many towns and cities in between, Delawareans have stood up. They raised their hand and became a part of this movement. People came out and showed up today at polling places, at phone banks, in ways seen and unseen. Of course, not just today, but for the last couple weeks, and in fact, for the last 18 months and more. Many of you I recognize risked your reputations, your careers, significant family and social pressure. I know some of you, your employer said, be easy, don't do that. I get it. And you did it anyway. You did it anyway, and I simply wanted to say thank you to each of you. We beat a system today that just about never gets beat in Delaware. Let's be honest, we were up against the endorsement of just about everyone. We did have the endorsement. I want to shout him out of the Delaware Democratic Pride and Representative Namdi Chukwuocha. Those are the only two I got. Oh, I forgot one more. 37,296 Delawareans. But let's be clear. What happened today had less to do with Bethany and less to do with Matt, and everything to do with Delaware, with the future we want. Delaware Democrats want a future that is honest and transparent, that is smart and accountable to the people. Delaware Democrats want a future that delivers real results for all of us with integrity. You guys having fun tonight? You like this party? Well, if you want to keep having parties like this, if you want to keep us winning, we got to continue to come together to deliver for Delawareans. Tonight must not be the end of the road. It must be the beginning. And that means tomorrow, we need to fight together, respecting our differences as a party, understanding that it's time to come together. There are serious issues on this ballot in November. The Republicans in this state may not want to admit it, but a woman's right to choose will be on the ballot in this state. The right of poor kids to get equal access to excellent education will be on the ballot. The right of people to vote and not corporations will be on the ballot. And I need each of your help making sure we reach out to someone. We reach out to someone in the Democratic Party, to an organization, to an individual who was not supportive of us today, but needs to be supportive of us on November 5th. So we also had a secret weapon this whole time. Would people stop asking me to drop out so my wife, Dr. Lauren, would run for governor? What many of you do not know is that Dr. Lauren is a juggler. She's got an infant, a third grader, a fifth grader, sports practices, after school and summer camp pickups, and my schedule. Keep in mind, Vanessa and others know I had a day job while this all was going on at the county. And having an infant's not easy. And having a responsible 10-year-old, no joke, with an extra set of hands has made a world of difference. And Owen, last week he actually sat through an entire debate. True story. He went to one of our debates. It was about 2 hours. He sat through the whole thing, stayed awake, watched it. At the end, I'm like, hey, Owen, who won? Did I win? He's like, you did all right. And I want to make absolutely clear, for the students at their school in Brandywine School District, to their staff, especially their teachers, Mrs. Lauer, Mrs. O'Laughlin, Ms. Nesbitt, and the principal, Mr. McDermott, what Wyatt and Owen is saying in school is simply not true. Under a Meyer administration, homework will not be illegal. Look, a lot of people have said to myself and to Dr. Lauren that she as an emergency room doctor knows that campaigns are not really life or death. What she does every day is about life and death. But Lauren often reminds me, and I know, that putting the wrong people into office impacts who gets health care and who doesn't. Who gets a fair shake at a brighter future and who gets left behind. Who gets the chance to live in a neighborhood with affordable, safe, and secure housing, and who remains at risk because no one stands up to speak on their behalf. I started my career as a public school teacher in D.C. The last job I had before deciding to run for office was a classroom in Wilmington. So when the Vice President Kamala Harris said one of the reasons she picked Governor Tim Walz to be her running mate is because if you want to get something done, pick a teacher to do it. Well, let's just say I understand the assignment. Eight years ago, a few blocks east of here, a school teacher ran for his first future office. I ran because I spent each day with students and teachers and knew a better future is possible for all Delawareans. That's what's fueled our victory today and what drives our movement. We all know a better future is possible, but we need accountable leadership, and leadership that will make the hard decisions to deliver the future that Delawareans truly deserve. There's an old phrase, many hands make the heavy lifts lighter.
Yes.
Many hands make the heavy lifts lighter. We have some very heavy lifting to do to ensure our state's future. Whether you were with us in this primary or not, if you believe in our state's great promise and potential, if you believe that our kids deserve the best possible public schools, that families deserve every chance at a job that provides economic security, that our environment demands protections to ensure that Delaware remains a beautiful place for families to prosper, particularly in communities of color, that housing must be safe and affordable for all. If you believe we in Delaware can do better, welcome aboard. Let's get to work.